That's the thing. It is an hour. A live stream is an hour of cold open. Right.
You're always expecting the show to start, and then after an hour, it just ends instead.
So funny again, like vamping time while people are joining or whatever.
Oh yeah,
if they actually do. So my podcast, so on Arrested DevOps, about a year or so in, I was listening to some other show, and they would do a cold open that was like out of context. They would actually very intentionally find a clip from the episode that made no sense out of context, and that was their open, and then go into credits. And I always thought that was funny. So I started doing cold opens like that on ADO, but not out of context, but just like I would find like what's the little either funny or pithy little
sure.
So then after a while, I got tired of editing the show, and Bridget, who's one of our co-hosts, her husband is an audio editor and AV pro and stuff, and we're like, okay, if we're gonna pay somebody, let's keep it in the family. And so Joe started editing, but I was like, what's he gonna do with the cold opens? Because I'm like, he's not in tech, but he is amazing at it. Partially because he, back when we traveled, he would travel the world with his wife, who was a speaker at conference. Like, Joe knows all the DevOps jokes, right? And my favorite thing, because this is going on years, my favorite thing when I get the audio back from him is I'm always like, what did he pick? What's the cold open? Yeah, I was like, oh, it's amazing. Hi, Engine. So Engine joined. He's in the YouTube chat, so not in the Twitch, but we'll carry that along. So yeah, we're gonna do some little Pythoning and mostly talking about sloppy joes. I feel like
the sloppy Joe episode.
It is the sloppiest of. It's definitely sloppy. But maybe before we get into, we'll do a little diverge into sloppy joes in a little bit, but we'll start with a little bit of like maybe background on why we decided to do this randomly today. So yesterday I saw PJ tweet. He's like, "Hey, I'm going to be streaming some Python stuff," and I was like, "Damn, I don't know what to do on PulumiVision tomorrow." I'm like, I also don't know Python. Why don't we like come and vibe on some Python? So maybe before we go into that other stuff, why don't you like kind of give us maybe not a recap of what you did yesterday, but like, what are you doing and why were you doing it? And
yeah. Of course. So first off, I'm PJ Metz. Hi. You can find me at Metz and Around all over the place. Like, I don't know how I lucked into getting Metz and Around and that being my brand, because like it's a decently popular last name. But Twitter, Twitch, I think I have metsandaround.com. I haven't touched it in a while, so don't judge me on that.
Yeah, and your LinkedIn that is on Metz and Around is wrong.
Oh, good. I'll have to fix that. It's going to some other dude.
I was looking for a picture, and then I was like, well, your LinkedIn will probably be like a real big. And then I was like, nope, that wasn't. I didn't actually search for you on LinkedIn. I just clicked on the link.
That website was like my second website I ever built, and I had just learned how to make a .NET website, and I was like, now I can do it for anything. That like gung ho. I've learned something. I'm only going to do that, and I did it once. Never touched it again. It was naughty. But yeah, so yesterday, one of my goals, I'm an education evangelist, so it's like DevRel, but my developers are students. So one of my goals is to make workshops and make things that students can easily digest. And one of the most popular languages they use is Python, and I don't know it at all. I started out in C#. I've written all my Twitter bots in Node, so I don't know Python. End of story. I learned to code on Codecademy, and I know they have a Python course. So I was like, all right, it's January. Every time I go to learn Python, I'm going to get up on Codecademy and I'm just going to stream it because it automatically makes content for someone else who's learning. It's a great way for me to keep myself accountable, because if it's just me, I'm going to spend all my time just listening to old Say Anything records and being sad in my room. But like if I actually get on and stream, it's much better. So yeah, yesterday I just decided I had room in my schedule and I went, just get online, just do it. So I tweeted I was going to do it. 5 minutes later, I was up and running. And that's as soon as I said it, Matt, you were like, PJ, we should do something with Python tomorrow. And I said, yeah, totally. And then I think afterwards I went, wait, just so you know, I'm literally just learning. Like, this is brand new.
But that's why this is perfect. So again, like, with Pulumi, we have lots of languages, and Python is one that I don't know barely at all. And so I was like, okay, I want to kind of learn Python. I actually did set I don't want to say a resolution, but a goal for the year. To I don't want to say to learn C# because I played with C#. I supported C# like in tech ops many years ago for a long time. So, but it's been a decade since I've written C# in anger. And so I'm like, okay, and that's definitely something that on our team we could use more. We've got some, folks on our team who are great at Python and stuff, so we don't really need to fill the gap, but I need to know a little bit more. So that being said, like we're talking about Code Academy, do they have C# stuff?
Yeah, and that's where I learned it actually.
Do? Oh, perfect. Okay,
so yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So their catalog has tons of stuff, and it's not just individual languages. Like this is all their languages they have. They have tons.
Okay,
but they also have
totally do that
subjects. But yeah, like I think my C# is actually complete on here.
Ooh, look at you!
So, yeah, learn C# completed. I got a certificate and everything. And when's the last time I did it? I don't know. But what I do like is you can reset your progress. Okay. So like, let's say you totally forgot and you're like, I'm just going to start over again. Boop, reset it, start over. Ooh, inheritances? List?
Like maybe Link. Oh man, I remember Link.
Yeah, man.
I don't remember how to do it. But
yeah, I recall that term.
Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, so I may do this with C#, and I don't know if I'll do it on PulumiVision. I would love to be able to take over the Pulumi live stream just for my learning. I might do it on my personal Twitch, which is the Matty Stratton. So anyway, yeah. So it goes like, all right. So Python, yes.
So speaking of Python, C#, listen, I know 8% of Python. That's
8% of all of Python.
And the next lesson is control flow. Like the next one is like if then statements. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, this would be cool.
Oh, Booleans. That's where we're at. This is actually what I like about Code Academy, and they're not sponsoring me, but they totally should because right now I'm giving them money. Dew. Listen, Mountain Dew, Code Academy, some local barbecue place, sponsor me. For sure, sponsor me.
How do you get that? The Venn diagram of those three things overlapping is PJ Metz.
I wonder if there's a barbecue-flavored Mountain Dew. Listen, I did on the 100th day that I was begging Mountain Dew for a sponsorship. I did a Twitch stream where I talked about the history of Mountain Dew, and they have had a lot of weird flavors. Even just this past holiday season, you may have seen gingerbread Mountain Dew at your local store. And I don't approve of that at all.
Yeah, that seems like violence.
At all. I don't approve. But I guess I honestly I don't know anything about Python. To show you what I did yesterday.
Okay, that's what I would like to know. Yeah, what did we learn?
Let's do that.
Far? Yeah.
So let me go back. Let's go back.
Oh, you got introduced to control flow.
Yeah, so that's
you and control flow go way back.
We go way back. We're buddies. So yesterday was my Hello World. And what it does is it takes you through a bunch of really basic stuff, really important basic stuff. And if I click back a million times, it was this is a string. And it's good because for someone who's totally brand new to coding and literally has never done anything before, it's important to learn these basic ideas early and know literally what is an error, what is a variable. Because if you just teach it assuming that someone knows, then they're going to get lost, they're going to give up, and they're not going to want to do it. So yesterday I did things learned how to do a comment, which it's a hashtag or a pound sign.
Or an octathorpe.
Is that what it's called too? An octathorpe?
Yeah.
I'm so used to that this was actually really important for me to learn. Because commenting pieces of code out in order to make the code run is my favorite pastime. So I'm glad they got to it early on.
The way I do that is commenting out all of my code, and then it runs perfectly.
That's right. Everything.
No errors.
I have a script that just says comment out anything that I wrote in this code base, and then you ship that, and it's perfect. But yeah, I went through and learned print, which is the console log of the Python world. Variables, of course, how to read errors, which this one I thought was interesting. There's a name error. Instead of just being like, we don't know what that is, it's a specific name error in Python. When it sees a word it does not recognize. So if you've got a variable in there, but it doesn't actually exist, you get a name error. And so it says, hey, that's not defined anywhere. But I can fix that by defining it first. So like, I'm really starting to enjoy Python. And I got a little further in this before. Like I started learning Python and then stopped, but now I restarted again. But I literally forgot everything from before, so this still works. The thing that really tripped me up is in Python, it's all just indented.
Yeah, that's what messes with me is like the white space is how you do stuff. I have a hard time.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, it does. It does blow my mind, and it does get a little hard. Calculations automatically like inline, multiplying, dividing, all that stuff. You can also straight up add and there's like modulo and stuff like that. You can add text together, and I don't know if you can do this in other languages. You just add two strings.
It depends, and like it's annoying because it's inconsistent. Like you'll think you can do it, and then it's like no, because it's not a string. You have to concat it. You know, and you're like, yeah, but you should be able to. That has to do with it being dynamic or statically typed. I think is a big part of that.
Yeah.
Look at me using words.
Listen, these are words I don't fully understand myself, so I'm glad you said
it. So we did get a question in the chat. Just if we want to go for it. So WireStatic says, should we just like YOLO this and just like try to write a Discord bot in yeah, you're on it, right? And I'll give you also a link. Okay, there's a simple bot
from BuzzCrate,
but I think the BuzzCrate one, yeah.
There, is that what is? Let me throw that over here. So a Discord Python bot.
Let's try it. You know.
Okay, so let's see.
Because tell us about, because you've done some bot collabs, I know, with like
right,
and like so what are
and
some
actually,
of your bots? Yeah,
this is my personal GitLab here, and all of my bots, like I said before, written in Node. I'm more familiar with Twitter bots, and what I'm using is Twit, which is a let me see, Twit is a currently, I believe, deprecated API client for Node. And I think I saw a thing where it was like, hey guys, this is deprecated, be careful. Like,
hey, bot.py doesn't. Oh, you mean the actual? Never mind.
Oh yeah. That's where I'll start.
I stupidly thought that was a link, but it actually means the file.
Head to bot.py.
My problem with Twitter bots now is I don't know what happened where Twitter, like now when I try to create new Twitter accounts, it insists on a phone number and it won't let me use a phone number I've used before. So I actually, like, I had the hardest time in the world getting my Twitter account for my dog, for Moxie. Because I was like, literally, I'm putting in a support request to Twitter that's like, she's a freaking dog. She doesn't have a phone. Like, let me. So I've had bot ideas, that things I've wanted to do, but I'm like, I can't create new Twitter accounts anymore. So
I'm just very happy to hear. I just had a hard time getting the Twitter account for my dog up and running, and the genuine distaste in your mouth when you said it. I really appreciate that. That's good energy for 2022. It is kind of hard getting your Twitter developer account up and running.
Well, no, it's not even the Twitter developer account, but it's a new Twitter account.
Oh, I don't
let's
know
say
how
we wanted
I've been doing it.
Well, wait, how are you? Well, where are your bots tweeting from?
They each have their own account. How have I?
That's
done
what
this?
I mean. Yeah, I think I've created so many Twitter accounts using my phone number that Twitter's like, well, go screw yourself, Matty. You can't use that phone number anymore. And they also don't let you use a Google Voice number anymore. It can detect that number. Oh my God, it's such a mess. Oh, but I did just realize. I just realized my two sons just got phones.
Guess what? That's at least 6 new Twitter accounts that you can make.
Well, I was going to say, because I was thinking we could do a Python Twitter bot, but then I went thinking about how hard it is to get that going. that maybe a Discord one is better.
Well, I will say I'm learning Python because I aim to remake these bots in Python because I know Twit's deprecated.
But what I was getting at is like, I don't think that in the time of this stream, like all the setup work to be able to have the bot in Twitter would get done. Because you have to go through, you have to get it authorized and all that stuff. So that's why maybe the Discord is the move.
Actually, we could use one of my existing accounts and we can start trying to make like my Bone Thug Twitter account, which all it does is tweet on the first of the month. That's it. And all it tweets is the music video for First of the Month by Bone Thugs and Harmony. Bot Thugs. Let's see if I can find it. But like that bot was something I made because I really wanted to have the first of the month. So if it's the first of the month, it says it's the first of the month and puts out that music video. So this one's really straightforward. Like if you look at the code for it, it's only 31 lines. So we could try writing this in Python. Okay. And the account already exists. I just have to snag the keys, which I think I know where to get. So I would do it without sharing my screen because I did that a lot when I first started. But let's listen. Let me go back and show off that thing that that Wire Static showed us.
Yeah.
So this is for a Discord bot, which is another thing I'm going to be learning to do. We got a bunch of imports up top. Get your token. See a get latest US. Oh, so this is like a COVID-19 based bot that like takes stuff from the COVID tracking API. Page. Retrieves positive numbers, hospitalized, and deaths, and then returns. See, like reading this, I'm like, okay, like because I know other languages, reading this, I can like read it kind of straightforwardly, which is nice. But this is complicated.
Yeah, Wire Static. I look at that link on realpython.com. I feel like I had stumbled on that one. That one I think might be pretty good. Here, PJ, I'm gonna, in case I put it in the private chat for you. Nope, I didn't. I just sent you the Twitch chat again. There we go. That's what I meant to send you.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, clipboard problem there. So listen, maybe
I have clipboard problems all the time.
Yeah. So like it looks like, okay, so if we're kind of taking a look at it, right? And if you're hanging out, like what we're looking at, it's okay. So at the end of this article, you'll learn what Discord is and why it's so valuable. I think we can skip that part. What is a bot? Yeah, we get that.
We know.
Right, so like
they make fake T-shirts for people.
Right. Yes, it's for real. We have to go to Discord. Oh, you have to go to the developer portal. Hopefully, there's not a lot of. Have you done anything in Discord yet?
I have not done a thing in Discord. I know I have an account, but I haven't done a thing with it yet.
I do have a Discord server we can futz around with. I have many, but we could use the DevOps Party Games Discord server if we want to try to install a bot in it.
I'm leaning towards doing it on that Twitter account because, like, I think it would be easier.
No, I'm with you.
All right,
that's cool.
So let's look up. I'm gonna keep my GitLab up and let's look up Twitter bot Python. All right, so Tweepy, Tweepy's the wrapper I wanted to use. Okay, cool. Perfect. Okay, so hello Tweepy. So you import it, you authenticate. All right, I'll be hiding those as best as I can. Create the API object, and then create a tweet. Wow, that looks really simple. It looks really straightforward.
Okay. Cool. Well, you're starting to get this set a little bit. We will take a little... Well, I assume you're going to have to get your repo set up and stuff like that, as was already pointed out, Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. Use your environment variables for your tokens.
Yeah. All the good stuff. So the story of the Sloppy Joes, like where this came from a little bit. So a few days ago, maybe it was 2 days ago, like my friend she was at the grocery store and I don't even remember why, but she's like, I feel like, should I buy a can of Sloppy Joes? And I was like,
yes, you absolutely should. Like, I even thought about it. I was like, "Are you buying Manwich?" She's like, "It is frickin' Manwich." Yes, that is what I'm
It's
buying.
got to be Manwich.
Yeah, right. So a little bit of the backstory. So she had last night. She went out maybe little bit. Ended up at kind of an after hours bar. Just put it this way, ended up waking up on the couch, texting me to ask if I could call her phone because she didn't know where her phone was. Right. I mean, so we're fair. Like from iMessage, it wasn't like texting. The phone was in her hand or anything.
Right.
And then she's like, I kind of feel like making sloppy joes. And then she's like, is it okay to like make sloppy joes at 10 a.m. or 10:30 a.m. because that's when it was? And I was like, let me ask Twitter. Right. So I tweeted and I was like, really actually asking for a friend. And I got lots of responses. And it kind of was blowing her mind because I was like, oh, I'm like 1,000 people have seen this tweet. And she's like, in the last 5 minutes? I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, that's a good thing their name's on it. So the fun fact is that then she actually did make the sloppy joes, and I did tweet a follow-up with the photos. One of the most actually I texted her a little bit right before this that the tweet had been viewed 4,500 times, and I got that like big eyes blush emoji from her, So, but it sounds like Sloppy Joe's is a little like it kind of kicks something off in PJ's brain. Like there's a story.
Yeah, so my wife's family is from Kentucky, like northern Kentucky, like right near Ohio, basically. And
Okay.
I was hanging out with her family, and I I got really excited because we were going over to her aunt's place for dinner, and she was like, "Oh, we're having barbecue tonight," and I was like, "Ooh, heck yes, I love barbecue." So all day long, I was like, "We're having barbecue," and I was like singing goofy songs about it. And then we got there, and they were like, "Okay, let's eat," and like they opened up a slow cooker, and it was just sloppy Joe. And I like looked at my wife, and I was like, "What is happening?" She's like, "I don't know, I don't know." And so later on, I was like, "Baby, I need you to tell me why they called Sloppy Joe's barbecue." And she was like, "I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what's going on." This was like 3 years ago. Last week, we remembered it again. And she goes, "Oh, I asked about the Sloppy Joe barbecue thing. Apparently, my wife's like great grandmother was in like a church group, and they made like a cookbook as a church group. Everyone contributed a recipe, and her great grandmother's contribution to the recipe book was a recipe called barbecue, and it was ground beef, a couple of vegetables, zero seasoning, and then you poured barbecue sauce on it, and that was the whole recipe."
I will say as a Midwesterner, I feel like at least at school there have been times that they had what they would call barbecue sandwiches, and it was definitely sloppy Joe like with barbecue sauce instead of like sloppy Joe sauce.
Yep.
But that what is
Yep.
acceptable in the suburbs of Chicago versus what is acceptable in other parts of the country is, of course,
There's a
debatable.
lot that's acceptable in Chicago that is not acceptable elsewhere.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to use just GitLab's web IDE
Okay.
for this. I created a file bot.py.
Can you bump up your
yeah,
font
absolutely.
just a little bit, maybe? Yeah, it looks rad. Good job.
There we go. Now we can see. Back to this tutorial. Let's see. So we have to import Tweepy, put our authentication, which we can put in variables here, and we can make those accessible from elsewhere. And I can get these for keys. I don't actually have to go to the because when you're on Twitter developer site, you get them once and they don't let you get them again. But I've got them in another place so I can grab them.
Can you hey PJ, can you
Post the
share
link.
your yeah?
And it's in
If you put it in the I was gonna say, and I'll put that
private
way
chat.
it'll go to that way it'll go to both Twitch and the YouTubes. There you go.
Create an object and then create a tweet. Okay, so
Okay.
Twitter API. We can do that. Tweepy, open source. We love it. Installing. Okay. Python package manager. So we'll use virtual env to avoid depending on system-wide packages. So in the shell, we can do this stuff.
Right.
So
and so the
make a
venv
directory.
thing I've learned, or venv, I never understood. I'm trying to remember, but like, yeah, right. So just like it said, so when you go to it, you use pip to install that package instead of, it's sort of like the inverse, like pip by default acts like npm install -g, right?
Okay.
Where it'll install it everywhere, but you don't want that, right? You want to, so if it's in a venv, it's like saying don't use your system packages, use the ones that are local into here. So that's why you do that. You create that venv, and then you're gonna and then you see in a minute you're gonna activate. You're gonna run the activate, which is basically saying like use this virtual environment.
Okay, and then you can actually install Tweepy after that. So
cool. No, this is awesome. Yeah, like I said, it's set. He says, what that does is sets the path to local. So instead of using your system path, and so it's essentially saying Python, a local copy of Python versus your quote global copy of Python, and then pip will install into there.
I'm gonna let you all know right now, I don't have Python on my computer. It's not there yet. I haven't done it yet.
Okay, well that's
it's probably step one.
If you're running this in the shell and not in if you're running it in your shell, you're gonna definitely have to.
Yep. All right. So if I'm working in this web IDE.
Oh, thank you very much, Mitch. Yeah, as the link we put was to within your IDE link.
Oh, cool.
But there's the actual just the repo itself. If you wanted to start, if people want to
start adding stuff to it. Merge requests are accepted. Yes. Make my bot for me. All right. Honestly,
in this case, when we're saying merge requests accepted, it's not the OSS version of that's OSS for bless your heart.
Yeah.
It's merge requests accepted.
OSS for bless your heart.
And if you don't know what bless your heart is Southern for, then you can go find out.
That's right. All right. I think I want to try and pull this locally to do the work.
Well, I think so, because I don't know how you're going to because I don't know enough about how the GitLab IDE works that if you'll be able to have
the IDE. It's good and it's great, and then we also have Gitpod that we can use, which I love to death.
Love Gitpod. So,
but I think pulling it locally
do it
my
local.
best idea.
While you're doing that, because it'll take a second, fun Gitpod story, and I love all the Gitpodders. But so they reached out because we use Gitpod for teaching workshops at Pulumi, because you don't have to worry about getting stuff installed. It's good, easy stuff. And so there was a blog post that was on Gitpod that was about using it for workshops. It kind of quoted me and Lee Briggs into this and all stuff, and then they're like, hey, we want to send you like some swag as a thank you, like what's your address? And I was like, oh cool. And then this box comes, and I'm sure what happened was the request went in and it probably went to whoever fulfillment, and they basically shipped probably the booth stuff. So it was like 10 pairs of Gitpod socks, like 12 webcam covers, 50 to 100 Gitpod stickers. And I mean, I love Gitpod, but it was a lot. But then I was at DevOps Days Houston, and I was doing a workshop using Gitpod. I'm like, well, this is perfect. I can give Gitpod swag away as well as, So
and then DNS Michi is telling us to use Gitpod, but like, I don't know.
Well, we'll see.
Apparently Python is installed. I just realized I used a Python 3 command and
well, Python I think Python is installed on OS X.
Oh, already. Fantastic. Yeah. Well, there it is. Okay, so next we need to install the Tweepy package. So
go ahead. I need to go see what my dog is doing. So you do that.
Terrifying. I'm alone.
Yeah, you got it. I have faith in you.
Yeah. And then pip install Tweepy. Do it, I dare you. And then it's slowly, it's making its way. It's doing it. It's downloading it. I feel like a hacker. Every time I'm in the terminal, I feel like a hacker. I feel absolutely amazing every time. Upgrading via... All right, yeah, I mean, upgrade pip. Let's upgrade it. Pip freeze requirements.txt and check that in. What does that mean to check that in? All right, we've got the updated pip. Tweepy is installed. Create requirements. Ah, got it. It was the next instruction. Thank you, Wired Static. So pip freeze. One of the most terrifying things in the world is following a tutorial and being like, I'm just going to see what happens. Yeah, and then I probably should have used Homebrew. Pip freeze. Is freeze like touch? All right, cool. So let's do git commit -m, and I always forget if you use quotes in a commit message or not. Do you use quotes in a commit message? Sorry, guys, it's my first day. Added some stuff. Freeze looks at the pip and makes a list.
Yeah, if you're using -m, yeah, use quotes.
Oh, I didn't add. Git add. What's the add everything command?
-a. -a dot. -a space dot.
-a space dot.
Oh, wait. Don't, because you've got, yep. Because you don't have a git ignore that'll probably take out your.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't have the git ignore in here, do I?
Yeah. Like, normally that would be okay, but you don't want, like Wire Static, you don't want to add the bit, like, there's a bunch of shit in there.
Wire Static is, like, screaming at his computer, like, no!
Don't!
All right, so I need to make a git ignore. Simplest way to do that.
You could just do touch.gitignore.
Okay. So that should be there now. Right?
Yep. And then, so yeah, at first you want to block the, the virtual env, your venv. So,
all right. So I need to get in
virtual
and
env
edit the
first
git ignore.
Blocks everything in a git ignore. Yeah. So.
All right. Walk me through it. I'm brand new.
Hey, I'm gonna get you there. So let's see.
DNS Michi screaming silently.
Yeah, it's.
All right.
I appreciate the Wire Statics. Like, I walked away from a Sev 2 in order to come to this stream.
Yeah.
Yep. That's totally the.
It's the way to do it. I am so used to, like, for every other, like, Twitter bot that I've ever made, I'm so used to just taking, like, my git ignore from another and just sort of dropping it over.
Right.
Because it was node, and I was like, I just need to block the same thing. So I was just copying and pasting the same file.
So you basically, you probably want to. So let me just look back at what you got. Oh, well, you don't have it committed right now. So what's your? Do an ls. I just want to see your director. I want to see what you have in there.
It's just the readme bot.py and then requirements.
Oh, do an ls-a because you've got the venv. Yeah, okay. So what you just want to put, all you need to put in your the top line of your git ignore is just venv with a /.
Okay, so to edit the git ignore, I need to get into, what is it called? Vim?
Vim. Yep, you could do Vim. So do Vim space dot git ignore. Okay. Is that .git ignore or git ignore? I can't. I just want to make sure you got the right.
It's .git ignore.
Okay, perfect. So now type I for insert, and then venv /. Okay, cool. Now hit escape, and then hit :W. And I know there's a better way to do this, but we're going slow. Yep. Now hit :Q for quit. Done. Okay. Cool. Now, if you do your git, I think I got this right. Yeah, because wait, what was all in there now? Was just your...
Really? I guess we should just add...
I mean, you can
the requirements.txt, right?
And the readme. Yeah, you can.
The readme's already there.
Oh, the README is in your okay.
Like
So you just need to add the requirements.
Yeah, we just need to add
That's fair.
requirements.
That's fair. Now we're
Okay.
playing Exit Vim. Yeah, it's we're
Yeah.
getting there. We're getting all our stuff done. Yeah, so you could just do git add requirements, and you should be able to auto complete that too. If you hit tab now, it should work. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Now do your and if you
There
wanted
we
to be
go.
sure, you can always do a git status, and that'll let you know where you're at. Right? It says cool. You probably want to add your git ignore.
Yep.
Yep.
There we go.
WQ. Yes. I was one step at a time, but yes, you could do a WQ and then you can
and we're on commit -m, and it's going to be adding some stuff because I'm really good at commit messages.
Yeah. You've seen the XKCD where like throughout the project is like as you're trying to solve a problem, your commit messages become more and more undecipherable strings.
I don't care.
Yep. Yes, colon X accomplishes the same thing as $WQ, which is save and exit for sure.
Commit Zen.
Yes. So here.
All right, it's pushed. Now we're here. We got a git ignore. We got our Python bot. We need to go back to the tutorial. Installed Tweepy. We've got our requirements. Next is Twitter API authentication credentials. So that's
you have those, but you already
I
have them
those. I got them in a very secret location. So I'm gonna let's see. What am I gonna do? Because in Node, I just make a .env file on my local, and then you can have them saved as variables in GitLab.
Yep.
I'll do that. Let's do that.
Let me know if you need me to. Oh, it won't show anything. It'll show the name of the variable, but not its value, right? Like where you're at now.
Well, actually, that would be a CI/CD script. So I'm not going to use them in CI/CD. I want them available to the whole project.
Which I think you need to set them again. So you might want me to unshare.
I'm gonna pull it off screen when it's time to do it. I'm just trying to find the place where I would actually DNS Michi if I need it for just the whole project. Access, disable email, merge requests. Oh, he's talking about Vim still. It's a little lag. Not advanced.
Get with the program.
Because I know, if when I'm using it in the CI/CD, that's where I'm going to put it. Because I have I use Heroku for my other bots, and that's what I'm going to do eventually. I'm just going to add this to my Heroku.
Oh well, so that's the thing. So that's where it'll go, right? Because you don't need it in here because you're not building it. But so Laura,
actually, if I'm deploying to Heroku, I already have variables in Heroku for this
you
bot.
can. So you just won't be able. Yeah, so you should be able to just call them as environment variables in your script or in your Python program.
In the Python program. So let me just.
So it won't run locally for you, although you could create an env file or
and that's
similar.
What I do.
Yeah,
but I don't usually run these locally anyway. I'm gonna need to run this one locally to make sure it actually works.
So,
let me add a .env file. I'm guessing I need to install .env as well at some point. Is there a version of it for? Let me double check.
So if I'm calling out my colleague Nimbinatus is on. So
Nimbinatus.
She's very Pythonic. What's the most Pythonic way of local environment variables? Okay, I'll just say Laura. Sorry,
listen. It is Twitch. Yeah. It is Twitch etiquette to only use the name of the person.
Yes. Although it's very, but it's also a running gag that I can never pronounce Laura's handle. And I do try.
I'd say Nimbinatus. No, Nimbinatus. No, Nimbinatus.
Yeah, exactly. But he butchers my handle every time. Yep.
I've joined this club now too. I'm very sorry, Moya.
Yep.
So close.
So close.
Nimbinatus. Nimbinatus. I think I like that one because it sounds very
This is
It's
still
very
not
like
answering my question.
Greek and powerful.
Oh, the Python
Anyway,
question. What's the Pythonic way for like a local, like the equivalent of like .env, right? Like we want
.env
to
because
put the
that's
a key that will only run when it's run locally, and then that you know look in there instead of putting it in like an environment variable on the machine,
yeah.
especially in a venv. Oh, dot
.env
end.
is
Okay,
fine
dot
according to
end.
wire
So you should
static,
be fine.
right?
Okay. So now, but you definitely want to. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you don't think you have
Okay.
to install a package. It sounds like it'll just work, right? Like it'll.
I guess I
Will
have to when
Python
I was
just
doing
use
it
it?
with Node, you have to do an npm for .env
Well, you have to do an npm to like, have
for
carriage
everything.
returns exist. Oh, import OS. Okay, got it.
Oh, is
Okay, so
that what I
yeah, you need
like
the
at the
OS,
top
but you
of
need the
bot?
OS
Sorry, I mean,
package. Yeah. So just make sure that you're okay, good. Yeah.
okay. And then I need .env.
You
I
also
always
need
had
to not
this.
have this on the screen share when you're putting those
Right. Yes.
creds in
Yes.
there.
Thank you for the reminder. So yeah, let me pull this off screen real quick and minimize that, and let me pull this off screen.
So
What's
you can
behind there? So I can grab them from Heroku.
so much hiding.
Listen, it's way better than like the one time I was streaming with Chloe and Adrian Howard, and I think 3 times in the stream I showed our key. I was just constantly showing off my key. It was ridiculous. All right, let's go to my authorization app. My 2-factor authorization for Heroku is a good idea because everyone's trying to get into my Twitter bots.
Oh, clever. Okay, you also have by the way, so Wire Static threw a merge request with an improved git ignore for you as well. If you want
Oh, very nice. Let me
collaboratively, we're social coding.
listen. Community coding.
I'm with it. Yeah.
It's like pair coding, but with a lot of people all at once.
Yeah.
So it's very
It's called
very good.
mobbing, I think is a different thing. But
Mobbing.
yeah.
All right. Let me. Okay.
And DNS Michi gave you a link to for when you get to the point of looking for that token of how you'll pull it from OS. But
All right. And now I need to remember.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So again, for people that are joining us in the middle, Laura,
what is he doing?
yeah. So what we decided to do. So PJ has a bunch of Twitter bots that are written in Node, and one of the problems is they are depending upon an npm package that's deprecated, and also PJ wanted to learn Python, so we decided let's try to take one of his Twitter bots and try to make it happen in Python. Is what we're kind of doing here, and yeah, that's now you're caught up. And
now you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got 2 of 4. At least I think. What's going to be funny is if at the end we go to run this and like Shania bot tweets or something.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that you used the wrong cred. Yeah.
Like I used the wrong cred.
Well, we're testing in production. Everyone's always testing in production. The difference is sometimes you're doing it.
They do say that that's the best way to know what's going on, right?
Yep.
Just throw it in production and see what happens.
Yeah. See who complains.
All right. And save, and .env file is gone. Don't let me click on it again. And okay. Let's go.
What?
You'll have to stop me.
I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but okay.
Is that it's like in a what is it, Hook, where he's like, "Don't try and stop me, Smee, stop me, Smee."
Yeah.
All right, and we should be good. Let me check out that MR real quick.
It'll save you from as you add some more stuff, probably. So it's probably worth it.
Let me find bot thugs, Python bot. And I'm seeing 3 commits. And I'm seeing. Where's my merge request? Did
Well,
you assign it to me? Or it's a click. I have to click it from the chat.
Yeah.
There it is.
So okay.
All right, guys. First day. He's saving me from later pain. And like they say, just accept any merge request that you get from random people online.
Yeah.
Totally safe, totally fine. Thank you very much for the merge request. I appreciate that. That's the first merge request on my personal GitLab that I've ever done from an outside person.
You should get a, like some kind of an achievement for that, a badge.
I feel like I should give it to the person who did. Yeah, Wire Static. I met you in person, but even so, shouldn't like just accept a merge request. I should have checked it. But I feel like Wire Static should get the thing. He's technically my MVP now.
Yeah.
All right. We are in the Python code. I'm not allowed to click on that.
Yes.
So don't let me.
Okay. It's gonna be so hard for you to not now. Right?
I'm destined to do it now. Yeah, that's right. Next is SAS testing for sure. TNS Michi. All right, so that's the Discord bot. We need to get out of there. This is the Discord bot. I gotta find my window because I've got like 30 windows open now. And are you the window? Yes. So there's the merge. Here's the thing. So I've got all of that set up. I have a Twitter developer account.
Also, hey, congratulations to Anton Babenko, who I believe was our 100th follower on Twitch.
Nice.
So I don't even know if they're still in the chat, but we're still on the stream. But yeah, I just saw that we had 100 followers, and the most recent follower was Anton. So
that's exciting.
Awesome.
Oh, we love a good amount of followers. Okay. Keys and tokens. I have those. Oh, okay. Here we go. Authenticate. This person just put them directly into the file. We're not going to be doing that.
Yep.
But we do need to have what they showed us up here at the top. This. We need this to authenticate.
Okay.
So let's go here.
Yep.
And there was something else I needed to do here too. Import Tweepy. Okie doke. So we've got these pulling from .m. So I can't just pull those because they're not variables inside this. I need to let it know that it's from .env.
That's where so do you see what Wire Static just said? So if you use that os.getenv and then name of var, that will return that.
Okay, perfect. So
but you also, before you run the program, okay, cool. Yeah. You need to source. Okay, so if you source.env, that will basically load them as environment variables. Just, you don't have to have them like in your bash profile or whatever. So before you run and again, you're not going to have to do this when it's running in Heroku because they are environment variables.
Exactly.
This is letting you. Yeah.
Okay, so before we run it, we'll need to. Should I just do that now on the command
line? No,
honestly?
because they're not. Oh, I guess you could. Yeah, then they're there.
Let's go ahead and change these first.
Might as
that's
well.
The thing he said first. So os.getenv and then consumer key. Oop. And those are currently like that, and I want them because I don't want them as strings. os.getenv. I'm doing it the real slow way, and I'm about to get so much faster. Damn.
What? Hang on. Oh, bop your font up a little bit, because.
Okay. Yeah, it is a little.
Yeah, okay. Wait. What? Okay. Oh, you still have that second one as a string.
Oh, there it is. It blows my mind that The variables don't get like a special little color or anything.
Oh, you don't have. Well, you don't. Yeah, you should. I don't know why you're not getting like formatting. Okay, access token should be a string. Oh, so okay. Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah.
So you need to put consumer key in a string. So are you okay? So fun. I don't know if you know how to do this or not. Okay. You go. Whoop. Nope. You stop. Undo. I'm going to show you a trick. Okay. Select consumer key. Now just do a quote. Shift quote. Just type it. There you go.
Oh!
That'll work with parens and braces too, by the way.
Amazing.
Yeah.
We're crushing it.
Single quote strings. Okay, so undo all that. Do the exact same thing. Yeah.
I thought it was either.
In this particular case, not. Pythonic people, why? Either works, but okay.
Okay.
Yes. It is more Pythonic to make it single.
Listen,
more idiomatic. Yeah, PEP and then okay, so for reference, so Wirestatic said PEP 8 says to do single, and then Laura has reminded us that PEP 8 is the style guide. Laura, what is the Zen of Python? Is it like Perl, which means there's more than one way to do it? Okay. All right, cool. So you've got that. So if you were to, well, you have to save, but nothing's going to happen now, but
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Import this in your Python terminal. Oh, got it. Do that live.
Do that. I feel like I shouldn't.
No, I'm sure it's fine. You know how to open a terminal in VS Code, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've got my
No, do it. No, but it needs okay, but if you do it there, we can see it. Or just go back to the terminal like you had it.
Like this one. Boop.
Yeah, and then type in import space this. I trust Laura for sure. And then okay. Got it. Hit the enter. Okay. No.
Aha.
Oh, Python-C import this. No, this is amazing. The fighting. Laura says, "Oh, wait. Okay, so wait. Try just typing. Wait.
I'm gonna
got it. Clear this out. Command C or Control C. I know what Laura's trying to do. Okay. Don't do this. Just type Python. And that's going to open the Python interpreter. Now type import this.
And then I get the burr. Okay, now import this.
I see it, Laura. It's fine.
There's a delay in Twitch. Yeah. And if this shows off something bad...
No, it's totally fine. This is the Zen of Python.
Zen of Python.
Got it.
Special cases aren't special enough to break the rules. And that's why I'm not allowed at Applebee's anymore.
All right.
I like now is better than never. Oh, that's cool. Now get me out.
All right.
Exit. Get me out. Okay, done.
Cool. Okay. Control
That's just
V.
everywhere.
Cool.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So we've set an environment variable.
We are going back to the Twitter bot in Python. So we've got authenticate to Twitter, API, Tweepy, get the API. Boop, boop, boop. All right. That, I assume, makes an object. Yep, API object, and then a tweet, API.update status. All right, API.update status.
And you pass that, the value you want for the tweet.
And then just say what we want. Okay, this is just going to see if this actually runs, but we still have to do that other thing.
Yeah. So go back to your, well, do whatever you like. Give it like write your string. Yep, and save the file. Right, and then now go back to your terminal.
Mm-hmm.
You won't it'll be safe to do this. And now just source.env. Yep.
Right.
Yep. Okay. So now if you do if you run Python and then bot.py, right?
Is that how you do it? Python.
I think so. Yep.
Just like node.
Yep.
All right. I'll do this over here in case it tries to flash my.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right.
It
line
shouldn't, because you're
5.
not echoing anything, but
yeah.
What's the Twitter account that
Got an
this
error.
is? This is okay.
This is the bot Thugs and Harmony.
Consumer key must be a string or bytes, not whatever. Okay, so that was Laura actually mentioned that, which she was like, yeah, you need to set it to, you need to get it to be a string.
Mm-hmm. Herm.
Yep.
So I should show my .env file now.
Do not do that.
Oh, okay.
We know not to do that. So,
all right, I love learning like this.
All right, so okay, yeah, print env. Don't do that. All right, so Laura, you did mention that we have to turn you said what we're doing to get env because it's not a string. So how do we like stringify in Python?
Ooh, stringify.
I'm looking for.
Actually, I think it's just str parentheses. I think I learned.
Yeah. So
right?
if you just wrap
just
that
str
whole thing in str, you haven't loaded the file yet. Oh wait, hang on a second. What, Laura? What do you mean we haven't loaded? You mean the environment file? He sourced it, so it should be in.
I did right here.
Yeah. So what you could do if you want to, but I would 100% do it off screen, is just echo that environment variable name and make sure that it's returning.
Actually, that's a really good idea. Let me do that real quick. Echo. Let's do.
We did source.env. But I want to make sure that actually did what.
Oh, it's not finding it. Hold on.
It's not finding the .env file. Okay, it's not finding the
like I echoed the variable and it can't find it.
Okay, so it didn't. Oh, because you're in the venv, maybe. No, that shouldn't matter. No, because that's just a source command. Okay, so Laura thinks you need the .env package. But why would source.env Oh, because your env file didn't set the. Okay, this is hard because I can't. Also,
because you can't see it.
Yeah, because you can't see it. Okay, well let's try Laura's idea with .env.
Okay, so get in the terminal.
Okay, so you want to. Okay, so you're gonna do
import.
So we're already in the venv. Oh, you hadn't imported Tweepy either?
Import Tweepy's at the top. It's line 2.
Oh, okay. Why were you? Okay, I was trying to figure out which. It looked like you typed it again. Yeah, I've got the. So if you do a pip, but you need to install it before you.
Okay.
So go back to your terminal, right? Which is the same way you did the Tweepy, right? So you're just going to do pip install, or is it pip? Yeah, and then it's python-.env. For what it's worth, this is where we're at. Yep. No, Python. No, it's all what the name of the package is python-.env.
Thank you.
Okay.
Does this look good to everybody?
Yep. And you don't need to import the whole thing. So you can, that part was fine. Go back to your import. But instead of let's see, I'm saying you want to Okay, .env, if you want to use them. Let's see. From past configure load env. Okay, hang on. You want to? Yeah, that's what I was looking for, Laura. So do like, I just wanted to make sure that was right. So do this. Do from.env import load, because that's all you need. You don't need the whole package. You just need to load. Just need the load.env. Yeah, and then do you not have to run anything? Oh, gotcha. Then you have to. Okay, you need to add. Then you need to add one more thing. You need to do this. Load, add the command, like that's fine. And then before you do anything, there's just a one-liner, which is load _.env, print. And I would put a line break between 3 and 4.
Yeah.
They're separate. So that should then load them. Okay. Give that a save and then go ahead and try to run it.
And
I'm sorry, what am I saying wrong, Laura?
Line
carriage return, is that? Oh, the lint. Oh, okay. All right, so go ahead and
Python bot.py.
Yep. Okay.
Right. Line 8.
Consumer key must. Okay, so it's still, you still do, but now, okay.
Oh, now we need to turn them into strings, right?
Yeah, because I think that's your problem. Yeah.
Do I do the entire os.getEnv inside of string?
Okay. Yep. Because it's getting its value of that, and you should be able to take that whole. Okay, but see the fun. Oh, use an F string. Okay.
An F string.
Oh, okay. So like, it's like stringif in Go, which didn't help you, but yeah. Okay, here you go. Like, do like this. So you're gonna do. So instead of the string, so what you do like. But do we need an F? So we're not formatting the string. We just need the whole thing. We just need it turned into a string. But I see what they mean. No, you don't have to do those stirs. Get rid of all that stuff you're doing.
Dang it!
There's a better way to do it.
I was like,
yeah. Okay, so like, so if you were to, so right before os get env, so type in F, and then put the whole os get env into that whole thing. Then the parent, like, select from there to the end paren. Make that a double string, like a double quote. Okay. And then now surround everything with curly braces. Like that. Just hit left curly right now. Yep.
Yeah.
Does that look right, Python folks? Did I miss something?
Did we do it?
Well, go ahead and try that on the other ones.
Wire static says yes.
Okay, good.
Okay, so it goes F, selected all.
Oh, aha. Laura's got an easier. That's why she wanted you to do it that way.
Tweepy.
Because see what you're able to do, because you want, because the whole thing would have been a string normally. So that lets you, okay, you see how she's doing that?
Yeah, so off handler.
That way you don't have to do each one. Yep. I see. I get you.
Tweepy.o off handler :F and then double quote os.getEnv. Okay, so then just the other os should just be in curly brackets.
Curlies. Yep. Because it's just basically, so it's going to generate a string, and then you need the final closing quote at the end of the curly.
Yeah.
No, I think it's recognizing it now, Laura. Now it says it just thinks it's not a string. Maybe it's not recognizing the environment variable. I don't know. Save this. You didn't do the other one, but let's go try it.
Right.
Because let's see if it gets past that error.
It's missing a
Oh.
Positional argument. Type error in it. Missing one
Okay, so
positional
go back
argument.
to your code there.
It's a different error.
What line? What? It's still on the same line. It's
It
still
says line 8, yeah.
Yep.
But it's a different
Okay.
error. I want to make sure I did my .env variables right.
Oh wait, Laura wants to see the. Okay, Laura is missing one. Well, no, the error. Go back to the.
There we go. I'm worried I've got my m variables in.
Oh, it's an error with the Tweepy call.
Tweepy call.
So go back to the Yes, yeah. Go back to the sample code for a second.
Hold up.
Because we might have.
Nope, I'm an idiot.
You gave them the wrong names.
So it's the cases. It's the capitalization. And I'm gonna show
it
you.
wants them to be called.
Yeah.
It wants them in lowercase. Yeah.
I need to make sure that it's all lowercase. All right, all lowercase. Lowercase. All right, now it's gonna work now. Working hard off screen where no one can see. You've got to trust that I'm doing the work.
It's like remote work.
It's like you got to trust me. Trust that I'm doing it right. Don't fire me. All right. Windows S.
But wait, why does it care? Okay.
Because also the .env. So in bot.py, they were.
I was going to say, I think Laura's right. So, okay, Laura, what is it? Because the name of the environment variable is not passed to Tweepy. You should have 2 F strings. That's what well, we didn't get the second one yet, Laura. You mean in the. Okay. It's not 1 string. It should be 2. Okay, hang on.
Oh, so
that's what. Okay, that's what. That's what I said in the first place.
Like that, right?
I tried to. Yes. They're 2 separate strings. It's not 1 long string with a comma in it. Yeah.
Okay, so now.
Wait. There you go.
Hold up. Give me a second. We're just looking to see if the error goes away for those, and it tells
for those.
us...
Now you should get a different kind of an error on line 9.
Error on line 13. Perfect.
Okay. Oh, perfect. Oh, that's crazy that it
went to line 13, right? Because like
9...
well,
now it's probably trying to do something. Oh, because it was. Oh no, that makes perfect sense because. Yeah. Okay, but you probably need to fix those 2 as well.
Dang, I did it the slow way. Hold on. There we go. And we go F.
Quote curly.
Right. Quote curly.
Save
quote
it.
Curly. Okay. Save it. Run it. All right. So we're still getting the unauthorized, which is fine.
Wait.
I almost tried to do some recursion. Hold on. All right.
Hang on. I'm looking. Laura says fix line 9. Oh, it says on. Oh, but was it showing something you don't want to see? It should. It should never show. You should be able to show the terminal, but
yeah, I'm pretty sure. I just get nervous.
No. I just wanted to see what it's. Okay, unauthorized. Don't you need to tell it what Twitter account you're trying to? Or that was. Oh no, that was already in the. Okay, could not authenticate you. Now,
weird.
Did you try to? Okay, so What I'm trying to think of your best way to make sure that it's loading. I mean, I feel like we know it's loading the environment variables.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things you could do if you wanted to 100% check is you could echo out the environment variable and then change it to a fake one. You could just make a new one no. So like in your code, right?
Yeah.
Like
Just straight up.
Yeah.
Like replace.
But you don't even have to replace, just make a new one. So if you do like print to standard out, right? So if you do like I don't know, do it in there, just do print and then in quotes do your F string, do the whole thing like you did for consumer key. In fact, copy the consumer key string.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay. Just put that in there. Okay.
In quotes.
Well, wait,
right?
you got too many quotes in there now.
That's what I thought.
You didn't need the one before the F. Okay.
There
and change it from consumer key to like name the environment variable like Matty. Okay. So now that's what my name is. Okay, fine.
I know, but listen.
Okay, whatever we need to do.
I know who I'm talking to as well. Okay. But like you said, Matty, I was like, I wonder if that's the name of someone Matty knows, and I didn't.
It's cool. Okay, save that. Now, off screen, go into your env and set an environment variable called Matty with just some value.
All right, so
like
off
PJ
screen
or something. Yeah.
I'm
just saying, and then if you run it, you should see that. And if you're not getting that, if you don't see that value come back, then we know we're not loading the environment variables.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Saved. And then it'll print to
this
my
to the
terminal,
console,
right?
Yeah, just to the terminal when you run it. So which should be fine to run.
Yeah, it did it. It printed it.
Okay.
First thing.
Okay, so
that's. I think I'm gonna double check my whatchamacallits.
Your the actual values of your
actual values and make sure that those are correct that I got from Heroku.
That said, I think we need to kind of wind up.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel like we got a lot.
We did. We got somewhere. So this is cool. And this was a lot of fun. We'll have to do this some more. Maybe we'll come hack on your stream and do on this because it was learning for me. And also, so Laura's printed out too that like we debugged using printf, and like to be fair, this was going super fast. There are definitely ways we could set breakpoints and environment info and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So there's a couple things suggested, but thanks for everybody for tuning in. We kind of hang out here on, if you're new and you haven't smashed that follow button on Twitch, or subscribe if you're in YouTube. I feel like we have a little bit more fun in Twitch, so we'd love for you to follow us on Twitch. We do this, but PulumiVision is every Thursday at this same time, and actually next week we're going to be doing some stuff with Auth0, and the week after that I'll have Quintessence Onks from PagerDuty, and we're just going to be vibing, just sort of like we did here today. So awesome. Right. PJ, thanks for joining me, and everybody, we'll see you on the internets.